Hi there, my name's Gage Beeson. I'm just doing a quick test of my audio setup. Um, going to be just talking over commentary, or going to be doing commentary over gameplay of one of my favorite games, Smite. It's a MOBA. Uh, if you're not quite sure what that is, maybe stop watching the video, because that's more or less all I'm going to be talking about here. And again, this isn't really gameplay commentary. I'm just trying to test my microphone and some of the soundproofing I've done in my room. See how well what I have going now picks up my See how well what I have going now picks up my voice and some of the background audio coming from the computer. The god I'm going to be showcasing for you here today is Cucked or Cucked, or any of the million different ways you pronounce Celtic names. Who knows? Not the Irish. That was a bad joke. I'm a little bit sorry. Okay, so Smite. Wow, what is it? It's a MOBA where the big twist, you play as gods from different mythologies. I'm a Celtic god fighting Hercules and Thor. It's fun. It's a little bit different from other MOBAs. As you can see, it's got an over-the-shoulder cam instead of top-down. Cucked, I'm just gonna call him Cucked. I truly don't care if I'm getting the name wrong. Oh boy. Okay, so, Cucked in this game is a warrior. Means he's just a well-rounded character. He's jack of all trades. He's got some defense, some attack, and some mana. Cucked's a little bit different in that he doesn't use mana. He uses rage. I like characters who have slightly different abilities like that. Cucked's whole deal is that when he does or receives damage, his rage meter builds up a little bit. You can use rage to, perform abilities and do all that necessary stuff, of course. But if you build up, I think it's over 65 rage, unless they've changed it. If you can build up over 65 rage, and not go below it for, 5 to 10 seconds, you have a warp spasm that's from Cucked's mythology, turns into a big beast that can't be stopped until the women of Ulster do something decidedly not PG-13, and the men of Ulster chuck him into a bucket of water. I really like how they've taken these gods and tried to incorporate their mythology into a game like this.
An enemy has been
It's a little different from, say, from other MOBAs, of course, because, they're original characters. They can build whatever attacks around them they want. Shoot. Oh, I thought I could get him. That was pretty stupid of me. It's also a little different from another MOBA I used to play. What was it? DC's Infinite Crisis? Was that right? That's another game where these are characters that, or these are non-original characters that have histories to them. I'm going to use my relic to just teleport there a little bit faster. The characters that have histories to them, but they just didn't always work with each other as well as I would have liked them to. You know, sometimes I felt their movesets were maybe just a little lackluster, a little bit not quite that interesting. Oh, okay. Cucked uses Rage. One of the another MOBA character that uses Rage instead of mana is Atrocitus from DC, from Infinite Crisis. The difference there is that, well, aside from Atrocitus being, you know, an alien, is that that was just kind of it. It wasn't incorporated well. Here it's pretty clever. You know, your abilities consume rage, sure, but there's like a reason to it. I don't know, it tickles my fancy, I suppose. Okay, so enough about stupid opinions on why I do or don't like video games. What am I doing right here? Well, what I should be doing is playing this lane solo. Just me versus Hercules. He's also a warrior, I think. He's Hercules, he's a pretty strong guy. He could probably handle this on his own. But because I'm just playing with bots, because again, this isn't a real gameplay video, the assassin has decided to join both of us in lane. The assassin is just does a little more damage than the warriors do, but it's a lot squishier. As you can see, I'm able to whittle down Thor's health a lot faster than I'm able to whittle down Hercules. And given the fact that I'm kind of close to having a warp spasm, and I don't really want to just yet. There we go. I had to go back a little bit. Oh, that's the thing I didn't like about Atrocitus. Atrocitus was fun and interesting, and I liked how different it was that he didn't use mana for his abilities, but it just... he's like a red lantern, and I get that it's rage and making constructs aren't really their thing, but it never felt right to me. That next time I'm going to stop complaining about that and explain the items I'm building. This is the basic thing. It just makes it easier for me to do and take damage. These are boots. Did I build the right boots? We'll say, okay, yeah, the rest are mana regeneration. Yeah, I built the right boots. They give you movement speed and a little extra damage. They're always good to build. The Frostbound Hammer is going to give me a lot more health, which is going to be useful since I'm fighting a couple of different gods at once there. And it's going to slow enemies. So I think you've seen once or twice, I popped both my 1 and my 3, my little jump and spear throw. Oh, please don't die. Damn, thought I had him. You've seen me, I think, once or twice in this video. Can I get this Thor before he backs? Nope. I've sort of used my abilities and then not been able to do enough damage with my basic attacks to clean up the rest.
I'm not finished with you yet.
Killing spree.
My strength has failed me.
Okay.
An enemy has been slain.
So slowing enemies is going to be a little bit handier. That's what I have in mind. Oh shoot. The handy thing about the warp spasm about the warp spasm is that it's technically a different set of abilities. So that's a mana camp. I'm an idiot. I don't use mana. is that it's a different set of abilities, which means it has different cooldowns, which means I can pop my ultimate right there, and it won't, regardless of what state my actual ultimate is in. Normally, shoot.
I'm coming for you, laddie!
Oh, please.
An enemy has been bested.
Normally, I would upgrade my ultimate here, but I really need my abilities to be doing a little more damage than they are right now.
Your team has destroyed us.
So, I think instead I'm going to upgrade my 3. In general, the first thing you want to get is Cucked 1, because it's useful when you need to keep distance, and it's a little bit better at clearing lane. It's a little bit better at clearing lane than his 3 is. Basics on him. Pop yo!
Ready to go in?
Oh, beautiful.
You should have sold my protection.
And, yes, I warp spasmed exactly when I wanted to. I got him.
Double kill.
Beautiful.
Your middle tower is under attack.
And now I can finally put my second point into my ultimate. Oh, I was explaining how you should upgrade Cucked incorrectly, probably. His 1's good at clearing lane, and then immediately you need to upgrade his 2. His 2 is what I've been using. You can see if I popped it right now, I would reduce the amount of rage that I had, which is useful for timing out exactly when you want to go into the warp spasm. It also gives you just a little bit of speed, so if you need to run away real quick, it's pretty useful. I should probably back and get a potion, but seeing how low this is,
Nowhere to run.
I think I can scare off this Hercules before I die. Yeah. Nope, nope, he's just a little bit braver than that. I'm gonna put another point there. Okay, that was a mistake. I thought I could get him to retreat and do just a little bit of tower damage before Thor got back into lane. But now that my ultimate's up, I think... Perfect.
I'm coming for you,
Alright.
laddie. Your middle tower is under attack.
Do some basics. Pop ult before I die.
You have slain an enemy.
Shoot.
Shut down.
I probably should have just let myself warp spasm right there.
I swing pretty hard. You sure it won't break?
I could use some extra health, and, well, it's not like they've been... I
Bring
think...
the pain.
Oh, okay. This menu shows you what items the enemy team is building. Hercules is physical, and Thor is physical. So if I want anything, it's going to be something with physical defense and a little bit of health. Oh,
An enemy
this
has
is
been
good
slain.
because it'll
Don't
give
you
a little
think-
bit of protection to my Hun bats. Can finally get some more healing potions. As strong as Cucked is, I mean, you see, I think I've been utilizing his kit to his full potential. You know, using all my abilities, doing some basic damage, warp spasming at just the right moment. But he doesn't have all that sustain. Ra, another character that I like to play, who's a mage, has much better sustain
Congratulations.
and
you have
better lane
slain
clear
a god.
than Cucked does. When you think of it, I really shouldn't be fighting this Hercules like this. But my ult's almost back up, so if I can... Ooh! He's running,
Ha! You get the point now.
but he's not running yet.
Ready to go in.
You have slain
And...
an enemy.
Oh, shoot. I thought I could hold my warp in just a
Your
little
middle
bit.
tower is under attack. Your middle tower has been destroyed.
That would... what just happened right there would probably be bad usage
Your team
of
has destroyed. Your middle tower is under
Cucked
attack.
Lane's
Coming
kit.
for you, laddie. Your left tower is under attack.
Oh, shoot. See, I probably would have helped that Hun Bats. I feel bad because he popped his ultimate. I probably would have helped him if I thought he had a snowball's chance in hell of actually killing that Hercules.
Attack!
Yeah, we're pushed up a little far here. Can we... what are you... Okay, he's fighting Hercules and I'm fighting Thor. Which is the opposite of what we should be doing. Really, we shouldn't be pushed this far up. Because, you know, if this wasn't Thor, if this wasn't the guy... If that wasn't Thor, we'd have to worry about their jungler coming out to gank us this close. And they would gank us.
An ally has been slain.
Squish your brain!
Once again, warp spasms when I didn't mean to. Okay, if you're familiar with MOBAs at all, if you've looked at one, you're probably familiar with the distinction between the lane and the jungle. The lane is where the bots and the towers and all that other good stuff is. No! This Thor walked in front of me and blocked... Oh. You're probably familiar with the distinction between the lane and the jungle. The lane being where all the important stuff happens. No! I keep getting body blocked. This is disgusting. The jungle is where camps of enemies hang out. And they give you useful buffs. Sometimes that's health. In other games, it can sometimes be health.
That'll give me an age.
Here, it's mana regen. Or the one that I got was attack speed and movement speed. I'm going to get meditation, since both Hunbats and I are getting beat up pretty bad. I think we're going to get the shield, just for that extra little bit of damage and protection. I think, since we're pushed up to their Phoenix already, I'm going to help out Hades in mid. Because he looks like he could use it. It's our friend, Chang'e, from the significantly worse mastered Raw video. Perfect. That was Hades popping his ultimate and using his dash to finish off that Chang'e. I think I'm going to tower dive a little bit. Yeah, a real little bit.
I'm coming for you, laddie!
I'm letting that rage tick up without noticing it. 2 is useful on Cucked Lane because it really is necessary for deciding when and where you go. Warps! No, no, no! I probably shouldn't have used my ability there. Let me see if I can't pop the... Yeah, alright. Well, I did a little bit of damage, I guess.
Your right tower is under attack.
What? What?
Your team has destroyed.
I keep forgetting that I'm playing against bots. That is on me though. If I were playing with real people, I probably would have communicated that I was rotating. If I were playing with real people, our jungler probably would have done
Rampage.
a slightly better job
An ally has been slain.
at helping out left and mid when they needed it, instead of pushing right for some reason. As you can see on that Thor, my boots and
An ally has been
Frostbound
slain.
Hammer were extremely useful. It made me just fast enough and made him just slow enough that he was easy pickings for my basics. I don't know why this bot thinks it's okay to tower dive as an assassin.
You get the point now!
I think my one... Oh, get out of you! You're dumb. Okay.
Your left tower is under attack.
I gotta save this on bats now.
An enemy has been slain.
Let me use... Right there, I used meditation to give me and him a little
Double kill.
bit of extra health. More importantly, it gave him mana back. I think he probably would have survived that, but... The Hun bats, please, 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 get out of there. Okay, he's just dead.
An enemy
He's
has
dead.
been slain.
Gonna reduce just a little bit. How did I... I'm not sure how I keep hitting that Hercules. I thought it was my one that was doing it, but I guess not. Alright. Where are you going? I think I should get cooldown reduction
Slain an
next,
enemy.
just so I can use my abilities a little more. The reason I haven't gotten it yet is because a lot of items that give cooldown reduction also, unfortunately, give you mana regen, and I haven't really wanted to waste precious gold
You have a lot of gold
on items like that.
space to buy items. Obtaining strong items will make you stronger and allow you to survive future fights.
I'm gonna back. No, actually, I'm gonna pop my one, so I don't go into warp spasm while standing at fountain.
That'll give me an edge.
Physical protection, but a ton of mana. So let's see if there's anything that gives me cooldown reduction. Doesn't give me that stuff. Health, cooldown reduction, movement speed. And it affects my relics down here. I think I'm going to sell my starter item and get something good too. Odysseus's bow, maybe? Jotun's Wrath. Jotun's Wrath is...
That's sharp.
If you're playing this game and you're ever not quite sure of what item you should be getting, get
Killing
Jotun's
spree.
Wrath or Odysseus's bow if you can help it. Odysseus's bow, especially if you're laning by your lonesome. God, I did it again.
Your right tower
Maybe I
is
can
under
get there
attack.
just before this ends. Oh hell yeah!
Been destroyed.
Ah, see, that was clever. I mean, it was decidedly suboptimal, but it was clever. Did you see that Thor used his ultimate? I think he was going to try to use it to escape, but then he changed his mind at the last second.
Congratulations, you have slain a god.
Is that me? I didn't think I had anything that did lingering damage. Oh, speaking of lingering damage, items you should build if you're, you know, just unsure what to get. Jotun's Wrath is great. Odysseus' Bow is great, especially if you're solo laning. And you don't have great clear. Also good is Mystical Mail. This is more for Guardians, since it increases your defense. Mystical Mail increases your defense, and also has a damaging aura around you. It's very useful on a Guardian, because, well, it'll make it easier for your partner to do a little more damage.
Get the point now!
I would get it, except... Actually, I was gonna say, except I don't think... Well, I bought all my items, so it doesn't matter, actually. And I think it was a little more useful to give Unbats just a little bit of physical protection. Oh, perfect.
You have slain an enemy.
That was Thor popping his ult in a terrible place for some reason.
Double kill.
Good. That was me popping my ult in a suboptimal place. But it's fine, because, again, that's how his kit works. I can use abilities when I'm warp spasmed all the ding dong. Oh, okay. Shoot, sorry, I kind of forgot to explain this.
Coming for you, laddie!
So, the way the final tower works in this specific game might be different from the last set of towers in other games. If the Phoenix is the last tower, it has the same amount of health as all the other towers, but it does just a little more damage. It one-shots the little archer minions you have. When it goes down, it will come back. Like, it's Phoenix, isn't it? So it'll regenerate. But... Oh, shoot! Oh, shoot! Oh, I'm not sure I can save him.
I have never been defeated!
An enemy. Godlike.
Perfect.
Drink some of this.
I think that little voice was Shangi's bunny that she has. Right now I'm debating... Oh, yeah. I was trying to see how much I
Enemy
could
has been slain.
dive there. Hunbats is doing well enough for himself, so I think... Yeah, I think... Nope! He's not doing well at all. Okay.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
Oh, hey, Thor. Fancy seeing you here.
Congratulations, you have slain a god.
Should be... Yeah, that's
Where are you
smart.
going?
I think I can get a kill on one or more of these gods. Maybe? No, not quite. They're just a little too close to Fountain. Oh, nuts. I always forget Ares keeps you from using dashes. Oh! And he's still following me! Man, doesn't that make me feel special? Okay.
An enemy has been
God,
slain.
they're all in this lane.
Coming for you, laddie!
I don't think
An
I can
enemy has been bested.
quite get them. Unbats got... Who did he get? Did he get Thor? I think he got the Thor. Shoot, so, yes, as you can see, I'm not sure if it took a minute or a half or what. This Phoenix is back up, but only at partial health.
Your team has destroyed
They're not exactly the most coordinated couple
Your
of
team has destroyed a left
robots I've
enemy
ever run
Phoenix.
into. Okay.
Okay.
I think now's a good time to finish building Jotun's Wrath.
That's sharp.
That Titan's about to go down. If it wasn't, I might idly consider getting a buff or respecking into something that isn't boots. But it might
An
just
ally has
go
been
down
slain.
before I even get there. So no, it actually regenerated all of its health. The Titan is the
Rampage.
last thing in the base you have to fight. It's an interesting trade-off, I think, because you actually have to fight it, as opposed to just, you know, destroying it like any other tower. And because it can fight, the minions spawn in front of it, so you can't. So that way, if they're in the base, it's basically up to the gods to defeat it. The minions really can't do much except keep other minions from getting in. Which, oh, that Ares ulted? Really? Really? Oh, okay. I'm gonna pop that to try to save my Hades. I'm gonna knock them up a little bit.
I'm coming for you, laddie.
I'm gonna use all the abilities I can to do a little bit of extra damage. And now I'm just gonna focus Titan. Or I could get pummeled to death because one of my abilities hit a god. That works too. Jesus. Okay. Shoot, don't tell me we don't have enough damage to take these guys down. Oh my god. We're actually...
An enemy
They're
has
putting
been
up a
slain.
pretty strong defense here. Oh, the Phoenix is back up. Oh, I'm so dead.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy Phoenix.
And the Hercules is right there. Cool, cool. Let me see if I can't distract him a little bit. No, it was focused.
Where are you going? You get the point now.
Wow. Whew, that was pretty dumb. Is that middle Phoenix? That middle Phoenix is down. I think... Yes, thank you very much for reminding me. I had noticed.
Obtaining strong items will make you stronger.
Okay, so Medusa is a hunter. As you can see, she doesn't do as much damage as Thor might do, but she's certainly doing enough to push back that Hades.
Nowhere to run.
Okay, yeah, great. Perfect. I think Bacchus, our guardian, was able to tower dive there. And that's the end of the game. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this audio is going to be a reasonable predictor of how accurate or crisp I need to be. And I hope you enjoyed some gameplay footage of Smite. Thanks for watching again.